Hey everyone! Today we're going to take a moment to reflect on the life and legacy of someone whose courage changed the world for so many, Virginia Giuffre. Virginia Giuffre, a name that's become inseparable from one of the most notorious scandals of our time, was more than just a headline. She was a daughter, a mother, a friend, and above all, a relentless advocate for justice. On April 25, 2025, Virginia Giuffre died by suicide at just 41 years old, leaving behind a legacy marked by both unimaginable trauma and fierce courage. Her passing sent shockwaves through communities around the world, and her absence is deeply felt by those who knew her and those who only knew her story. Her story isn't just about what happened to her, it's about the countless others who have suffered in silence and the power of one voice to break through the darkness. It's about a fight, a battle against power, silence, and a system rigged to protect the wealthy and well-connected. Virginia's journey was never easy, and the odds were always stacked against her, but she refused to be silenced. Virginia was first thrust into the public eye as a teenager when she accused Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell of recruiting her into their sex-trafficking ring under the guise of a job as a masseuse. She was just a child, manipulated and exploited by adults who wielded unimaginable power. She described being passed around like a platter of fruit to some of the world's most powerful men, including, famously, Prince Andrew. Her testimony exposed the dark underbelly of privilege and influence and forced the world to confront uncomfortable truths. Back in 2009, she filed her first lawsuit, known only as Jane Doe 102. At that time, she was just one of many anonymous voices, fighting for justice in a system that often failed to protect the vulnerable. But she didn't stay anonymous for long. Virginia made the brave decision to reveal her identity, knowing the risks and the scrutiny that would follow. Virginia chose to step out of the shadows, risking everything to take on Epstein, Maxwell, and everyone else who enabled them. She faced threats, public doubt, and relentless media attention, but she never wavered. Even after Epstein's arrest in 2019, and his own death by suicide, Virginia kept pushing. She refused to let the story end there, demanding accountability from those who had long escaped justice. Her bravery helped topple walls that had protected abusers for decades. She inspired a movement, encouraging other survivors to come forward and share their stories, no matter how powerful their abusers were. She gave a voice to countless survivors, demanding justice not just for herself, but for everyone who suffered in silence. Her advocacy led to real change, sparking investigations, lawsuits, and a global conversation about abuse, power, and accountability. Earlier this year, she revealed she was suffering from renal failure after a horrific car crash. Despite her declining health, she continued to speak out, using her platform to raise awareness about the long-term impact of trauma and the importance of supporting survivors. But until the end, she stayed vocal, never backing down from her mission to expose the truth. Her determination was unwavering, and her voice remained a beacon of hope for so many. Virginia's family calls her a fierce warrior. They remember her not just for her battles, but for her love, her laughter, and her unwavering commitment to her children and those she cared about. That's exactly how I'll remember her. As someone who refused to be defined by her trauma, and instead chose to fight for a better world, not just for what she survived, but for how she fought, for herself and for all those who couldn't. Her courage lit a path for others to follow, and her legacy will continue to inspire generations to come. Rest in power, Virginia Giuffre. Your voice echoes on, reminding us all that even in the face of overwhelming odds, one person's courage can change the world.